This is Joshua Howland with another Industrial Organizational Psychology Bootcamp. Inspirational leadership, or transformational leadership, is one of the most popular forms of leadership currently. My last video talked a lot about how to leverage asking what employees need or think on a larger basis. But this is going to be more about one-on-one development of your employees, or maybe even mentorship. When you look at inspirational leadership, the focus is often creating a large-scale shared goal. This is leveraged through inspiring speeches about the performance the team can reach and how it's going to positively impact the employee's outcome on that team. But what happens when we apply that to an individual basis? What if we could inspire our employees and build trust and happiness that resulted in excellence beyond measure? What if we could do so in a way that built a meaningful cooperative relationship between the organization and the employee? Ultimately, what happens if we combine positive strengths-based leadership, inspirational leadership, and the power of asking questions to a one-on-one development or mentorship relationship? Well, magic happens. The best part about this is everything I'm going to teach in this video applies across multiple cultures and multiple neurological communicational phenotypes. We've seen these styles work in US-based companies, but also in Asiatic and European organizations as well, with different cultural backgrounds. Let's imagine we have a new employee on our team for a customer service-oriented role. We aren't sure what their long-term goals are, but we want to set them up for success and give them an environment that empowers them. The first thing I like to do is introduce myself. Hi, my name's Josh, and I'm here to support you and make sure you're successful. I'm passionate about development and want to help you get where you want to go. Tell me a bit about yourself. This establishes the context for the other individual. But after learning a little bit about them, I have a question that I absolutely love for mentorship and development relationships. If you could have your dream job right now, what would that look like? It's okay if it's not related to the organization. I just want to know about what your passions are. The answers could vary. Maybe they want to be a leader in the organization, and that's something easy to tie in. But let's say they want to do something else. They really want to go back to school and be a middle school teacher. Now we understand what they really care about and can ensure that we're developing them in a strategic way. But ultimately, maybe our organization doesn't have middle school teachers, right? So let's maybe come back to that conversation now. So I know this isn't a dream job for you in that case. That's okay. We have tuition reimbursement benefits that can help you get to where you want to be. The best part is every day you can practice towards being an educator. Showing empathy to our customers will be no different than showing empathy and understanding to your students. Educating customers on their decisions in a consultative manner will be no different than how you may have to eventually teach to help a student understand something that they don't get. At the end of the day, you can treat this job as if it were just a paycheck. But I don't think you will, because I can tell you have passion for where you want to go, and this job may not exactly be what you're aiming for in the long term. But we can find ways to develop skills within this role that will serve you no matter where your passion takes you. Now, we understand what they're really passionate about, and we've leveraged it. We've essentially utilized it to kind of build on how we can attach what they're doing now to where they want to go. If you're a business owner, you might think, well, won't this risk higher employee attrition? Won't they eventually go and follow their dreams if we support them like that? Sure, but ultimately they may realize they're passionate about the work they do for our own organization, or they may throw themselves into their passion and use their current role to improve, meaning that they'll be engaged. I would be happy to have an employee for 5 years that is engaged with our customers, that is taking advantage of our tuition reimbursement, doesn't quit the job, but instead graduates to their passion after leaving behind a trail of excellence. Or maybe they go a completely different route. Maybe they become a trainer within the organization who teaches the next level of skills. Very rarely will you get an employee who joins the organization and sits in one role for life, let alone stays with the organization for life. Employee churn is a reality, and the last thing you want is someone who gives up on their passions and muddles through their workday staying with your organization because they think they can't do better. That'll cost you far more in the long run. Build the vision, build the dream, and tell them how excellent they are so you can watch them rise to the occasion. This has been another Industrial Organizational Psychology Bootcamp, and I hope I see you again. If you have any examples of times where you helped someone attach their vision and their dream to the work that they do on a day-to-day basis, please share it. I would love to hear about how you guys are leading and how you guys are finding success in your leadership. Have a good one.